Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, so this is our affirmation, and we have been doing our presentations, of course, on the subject of let there be light. Okay, I can see there's quite a lot of reflection on my glasses, but which is why I often turn off the lamp because I'm doing nighttime presentations, so it doesn't affect my eyes. And that's how I got to understand the significance of this affirmation. It was really by chance, of course, all intuitively. Of course, there was one point I was reflecting upon the affirmation, but then I felt coming here to do the presentations in themselves of having to turn the light on and off, that meant it was a calling to do these affirmations when I'm doing the presentations. That sounds like a lot, even for me, but I hope you get it. It's the serpent doing her thing in me. Oh, we are real bodies. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we are talking about Mother Eve. In case you're new to this channel, this is where we are actualizing self-love with scriptural references from the King James Version of the Bible, the Holy Bible. We do this from the King James Version because it is the mathematical book or construct. And we had this I had this notion that it was only the Old Testament, but actually Mother Eve has really told me it is both Old and New Testament. They're both mathematically constructed. So of course, over the years we have been emphasizing more about the storylines. We have been they have had more impact on our makeup. So basically they have been like the cloak, we could say. They have been the cloak of that. It's the cover. But Mother Eve is right now asking us to come back and look. So it's like you have taken the cover and you had not turned back to see what was underneath the cover. Mother Eve wants us to see what's underneath the cover. And of course, in seeing what's underneath the cover, we can see the template. The template as well has been that magic number 13. Or we could say 2. Or we could say 3. It's all the numbers, but it's to understand the construct of the numbers. So when we understand the construct of the numbers, we will be able to identify the templates. Yes, so Mother Eve is really ready to help us, as she has said. Come back. I know you have learned to be scared of me. I know you have learned to run away. But now I want you to know my side of the story. Not only I need you to know my side of the story, I want to show you how to get to the next level from where you're at. Here we are talking about level. And that's what her first word when she utters, let there be light, and there was light. It's in the word let. It has the numerical vibration. The first letter has the numerical vibration of 3, or numerical value, but I say vibration. So perhaps we could do all this as one. I'm no scientist to say, well, this measures 3, but here I think it's okay to say, yes, it's a 3 vibration on the L. The L is that which is the liver, but it also, 3 is mother. No, when I say mother, I really mean to say like woman. 3 is that which births. So the number 3 equals woman. It equals blood. It equals bread. So we can see it is nurturing. That's why it's always seeking to be realized. Of course, to say, don't you see me? I can provide this for you. I can provide that for you. Hence, in Christianity, it's often spoken of the Trinity. So basically, it's that it's the mother, that which provides. But having spoken of the Trinity, there is Mother Eve now still saying, I want you to know my side of the story is that she is the nurturing mother. It's the mother, it's the M. So basically we have had Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, or Holy Ghost, which seem to have had all masculine. Of course, the Holy Ghost was perhaps masculine, feminine, but because we have been in a construct of a world, the world has been constructed in a way that seemed to just present the male aspect of our makeup. Now Mother Eve wants us to get to the feminine, the divine feminine, the waters that were spoken of in Genesis of chapter 1 and verse 2. She is wanting us to know she was present there, and the presence had continued in the Garden of Eden, where it was the serpent, and the serpent is present. She wants us to know that that presence is within us, and it rests in the lower chakra, which is waiting to rise up. But there are conditions with that. It's like conditions of saying, or how we had learned, don't eat of the fruit or whatever it is. But there's the reverse part to this. It's like saying, I want you to eat of the fruit. I want you to know what it's like. I want you to taste it. I want you to taste of this, because in essence, I am the fruit. That's what Mother Eve is saying. She is the serpent. She is the snake. The snake, of course, equals the mouth. Snake equals 5, and mouth is also 5. Christ is also 5. So Eve is also 5. The I am that I am is also 5. She was the one who spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai, saying, I am that I am. In the word that is the template that she really wants us to understand. The word that equals 13. And that's the template. That is where Mother Eve really wants us to understand the magnitude of her makeup. It is in that template that agreements are formed. It is in that template of the that she really had the conversation with Moses. I am that. It's like saying, I am that I am. So when Moses relates this to the children of Israel, he is really he is being a receptor, or there's another word, but he's a not only he's a receptor, he's a a container that would reflect the I am that I am to the children of Israel. So while you are hearing me say I am that I am, you are also receiving that you are the I am that I am. We are reflections of each other. So it was her way of letting Moses know, you, Moses, who equals 8, because Moses equals 8. I am that I am. So Moses, in actual fact, although we are still on the series of the Let There Be Light, but I'll just show you this. So MOSES is 46151. So this is 10, 16, 17, which is directly the God number. So basically, he had met with God. Moses had met with God. God was his reflection. God was reflecting Moses right there. And of course, so when he saw God, to see God, the word is like with the eye or eyes. This is 575. So when we add this together, this is also 17. So we are looking at the eye right here. It's the eye that Christ spoke about. If thy eye be single, then thy whole body be light. So basically we could say that Moses had encountered the light, and he had encountered the light. He had seen God right there. Of course, when we, back to Moses, when we see the mouth, this is the mouth. Oh, okay. Let's just do this. Okay. I'm not sure if I know how to do a mouth anymore. Okay. Let's just see this. Okay, so this is the mouth, but it has the 8 in it. That was Moses. He met with the mouth on the mount, and we see that the word mount, this is the game that has been played in the scriptures. So the mount, M-O-U-N-T, is really the mouth. That is M-O-U-T-H, T-H. That would be swapped here. So if we do the numerical value for the word, we can see this here would be mouth, but it's like they have just taken a part of this off and really played with the last 2 letters here, which equals 7. So the 7 had been turned one way here, and there we have 10 plus 3 is 13. This is the 13 we are talking about, that the 13 would be the template. It's as if the template right there, they would not mess around with the template. It was necessary to plant the seed of whatever we are learning right now. This is what we are talking about. So mount would be 7 here and 13. So 13 is 4. 4 plus 7 is 11. And of course 11 is 9. So this is where we are saying, when we do the numerical value for 11, which equals 9, 9 in turn equals 6, 6 in turn equals 7, and 7 equals 2. But we see 9 equals 6. We are the 6. So there is a birthing. A yeast had gone out. The yeast had gone, meaning Y-E-A-S-T, would be the east would come in. The word east is 9. So that's what happens here. So Moses had met with God. Moses really had a Kundalini experience right there. I have said that before, but now and more, it's becoming clearer. That was what it was about. Now we are looking at again the word there. So we have seen let there be. So we have seen how let is. It has served us as 6, 9. We had 9, looking at the shape of this and the numerical value. Looking at the shape of this and the numerical value, which is 5. We saw 5 also equaled, we did 5, and we did the numerical value for 5, which is 6. I'm trying to remember how I had this. Oh, we have it on the other board. So we can reinforce what we have learned. Okay, so yes, we saw it has the numerical value for 5, and we also had 8 for, we did get 8 somewhere for the 5, and I'm trying to work out how I got the 8 for 5, of course. Okay, and we had 2. We could see how 2 becomes 13 and 4. So Mother Eve, how did we get the 5? We have 5, and we had the second letter, which is, so we, okay, let's see how we had 5. If we do 5, I know we get 6, and if we do 6, I know we get 7. All right, so it will come, or if it's probably not meant to right now, because we work intuitively. So but we did manage to see that we could get 13 from the second letter, which is E. We did that, of course, because it's the second, it comes under the 2 column as well as 2, and it came as 5. All right. So I'll be checking the video again to get a clearer thing on that. But the word there, the psychedelic construct here, there was something, of course, I want to continue on complete here with the word let. So the word let, I did this before, it's also tell. It has one L, but it's also tell. As if the letter T with its numerical value is giving us a double aspect to it at the end. Like I always say, it's like 3 and 2. So it's like tell or let. Letter, and this is tell. So basically the teller is the letter. You might see that in my videos as well. So Mother Eve, because she has the gift of language, she is able to let through the word that became flesh. Okay, there is another flesh, and of course the word became flesh, dwell among men. This is what we hear, or something to that effect. And it is telling. So words are spoken and they are repeated. So you are telling and you are letting. By telling of something, you are allowing it to go into the universe to be made flesh. You are allowing it to rise, to have yeast, to go to the east. Basically, that's what it is. When we speak, our words go to the east, because the word Y, the letter Y for yeast, in fact, is denoting the 7. So 7, as we did the numerical value for east, is really 7 plus 9 is 16. So 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. So basically we have sent the 7 to the east. The 7 gods, the 7 that we are. Okay, going to the east. That's what it was about, Christ going to the east. That's what it would have been for God to have sent the couple to the east. Going to the east, they were taking their rise. They were taking their rise, their eyes. They were taking their slice, whatever it is, that things were evolving. Things evolve. They get their vitamin D in the sun. Okay. I think it also provides vitamin A as well, which I'll double check. But of course, we would not have life without the sun. Hence the Son, Jesus Christ. Okay. Which is also 7. When we add the word Jesus and Christ together, Jesus is 11, which is 2, and Christ is 5. So adding these together is 7. So there we see how the yeast goes, our words. This is why we need to be very mindful of the words we use, because that is yeast. That is the Jesus Christ. That is the new, that is Mother Eve in the new, in our sacrifice template. So I have done quite a bit on there, let there, and we have seen the power of E. We also have seen the power of B. So I'm just giving you these insight to the letters so you can understand. I have done this several times with the word Bible to show you where the B comes into being here. The B, for instance, the letter B, which is 1, this is 3, 6, 7, 8. So B is the 9th letter. This is what I really want to do, deconstruct this whole thing. So B is the 9th letter. This is where the birthing happens. As I call it, the incubator. I really call it the incubator, and it is proving so right. This is what I mean about the sacrifice template. It is so robust. B would be the ninth letter right there, and that's what I call the bumblebee, the beehive, which goes on the 2. So this is where we are talking about 9/11 right there. So when we learn to use these affirmations, you can do your rituals accordingly, understanding how this works. So I'm giving you an example of the Bible, which of course is responsible for Christianity, we could say, how Christianity have shaped in our world today, the constructs of our world, the structures and everything that surrounds us, and how that has impacted on our lives. This is the Bible, very recondite. In that sense, I am showing you how condensed this is. So this is the B that I'm talking about under the B column, under the 13th column, under the 14th column. The 13th. So this is B. This is BI. There's the I right here. So we have I here. And we have B again. And we have L. And we have E. This is E. BIBLE. So this is the Bible right here. I have just done the Bible right here. And that is the magnitude of what we can do when we understand how to use number 13. Now, if what I am giving you here is not enough to make sense of it, just ask Mother Eve. She works intuitively. She will work intuitively with your own makeup, your level of understanding, your mode of learning, and so on. She will let you know, but unless we expose ourselves to this, then we have not got a template to work with. When we have the template, then we can work with it. So now she's providing us in the ninth letter. In the ninth letter, she is providing us a template right there, which has the equivalent or the numerical value of 9/11. Or it has the, we could also say it has 13, it has 2, because with number 2, this is where partnerships, agreement, marriage, all sorts of things happen right there in that bee, the beehive, the business, the buttocks, the breasts, the bread. And this is what the corporate world has been using. You will recognize it. You will recognize it. Okay. So this is the 13th. The 13th. Well, I said the 13th. The ninth letter. The ninth letter. So that's very interesting. So the ninth letter also, the ninth placement, we should say, the ninth placement or ninth position, but it's not the ninth letter. So there is 1, 2, 3 letters. This is the 4th letter, this is the 5th letter, and that would be the 6th letter. So we see how 6 and 9 comes into play right there, which when added together would be 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. And that, of course, that takes us into, let's show you this. So of course, this is where the bonding happens. This is a 6. This is another 6, because each time we are doing something new, we are coming here. Or you are reinforcing a ritual or agreement, you are in here. And then you are doing new. So we have 3 sets of life cycles here, in a sense, we could say, that which we need to master, of course, with the help of Mother Eve, because she is the serpent, she's the said God. She teaches us how to overcome get out of the sack. She teaches us how to deal with the reef, meaning the reef of death. And there, of course, when you die, you get into a cold state. The cold state, no one really likes to know they're paying lots of money to the Inland Revenue or headquarters, but then this is where we become saved. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. If you like this presentation, give us a thumbs up, and of course share, like and subscribe, because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing self-full love. Yes, and grow. Okay, so let there be light in your comprehension or of this presentation. Of course, namaste. Let there be light, and there was light. And now you have the light.